It's cold out here. It is freezing. The weather is so bad out here. The pipes are even frozen. I'm glad you're here today. Today we'll be learning the fundamentals of how to get to the career of your dreams. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. I'm Janaea Frederick. I'm a career development coach. I help professionals up level their confidence so they could get to the next level in their career. This video is for those who's unsure, not confident, or just want to get rid of them thoughts about themselves so they can move to the next level in their career. So I decided, because I got a lot of questions this week about what should I do next, how it is to be a career coach, or what should I do. So I decided to put together a 3-day journey where we will discuss who are, who you are, what we do, and why we do it. Who we are is you gonna learn about 3 components of who are you. You gonna learn 3 components about who are you. You gonna learn about values and how they play a role in us. Why is it important to know who you are, and how to identify who you are, and to use that to get to the next level in your career. Okay, I got notes right here. So let's begin. Career development is reinforce yourself. In other words, that if you had a job that make you unhappy, then it reinforces what you think about yourself already. So if you had a job that's unappreciative, don't give bonuses, um, call you out your name, make you feel bad, you go. If you already feel that you're not good enough, the job will reinforce that you feel I'm not good. Thank y'all. That it will reinforce that you feel not good about yourself. So let's talk about the 3 cores of ourselves. We got 3 parts of ourselves. We got the external part that we cannot change, which is I'm a black woman, your age, your birth order, um, stuff like that. External things about yourself. Then you have your internal part. That's the thing we identify with, or what we call ourselves, or the society call us. Like I'm a doctor, I'm a professional, um, I'm a Catholic, I'm a Christian, um, and then we have that core of us, the ideal image we have of who we think we should be. This is the part that most people struggle with. We talk about the external stuff. I'm a black woman, and we talk about the internal. I'm a Christian, but then we got this idea of who we want to be uh, in life. I want to be a good mom. Uh, I want to be the CEO. I want to be a manager, but we find ourselves struggling between the external and our internal part of ourselves. So today I'm gonna give you a technique at the end of how to reach that, at least try to reach the ideal part of you. So usually this is the ideal part of us aligns with our values. Um, if you're a person that like me, I believe in God. So most of the time we judge people and we think things through our values. Um, so my values is I want to, establish a legacy, or I want to not love more money more than God. I don't want to worship anything more than God. You know, but until you start knowing who you are as a person, it will never be. You will never be happy. You will never know who you are as a person. And when we get to this level of awareness of who we truly are as a person, nobody could ever come to us and make us not who we are. In other words, is once we get to a level where we are comfortable and being close to the idea of who we want to be, we learn to set boundaries. We learn to communicate well, where nobody could take away who we are as a person. Okay, so remember, you are not your circumstances. You're not your roles. You're not your abilities. You're not who you associate with. We have to learn to distance ourselves from who we think we are and who we really are. In other words, instead of saying I am a dancer, we could say I'm a girl that dances. I'm a I'm a coach. I'm a girl that coaches. So that way, if you with it or without it, you will still learn how to love it, and you won't become tied down to it where you gonna lose your focus. I'll give you an example. When I was in the professional role, I know I talk about it a lot, but I was at this job where I thought I was making good money. I was clearing about 1,400 every 2 weeks home, and I remember when he started. The company was going down, so my paycheck got affected. So instead of making 1,400 every 2 weeks, I went to making $100 to $400 whenever he felt like paying me. That was my identity was associated with the job. I felt that I lost everything. Who was I anymore? How could I serve people if I wasn't getting what I needed? I felt like I was a failure. I wasn't a good mom. It's all kind of thoughts that came to me. I didn't want to get up anymore. I remember distancing myself from people. It was the worst depression I ever felt. I felt like I was the worst person. So my identity started to intertwine with my job. I became my job. So when I was felt like I was losing it, it was like breaking up in a relationship. I felt like I was rock bottom. I didn't know who to go to. I didn't know who to talk to. Um, so I got with a counselor, and I remember when he told me that I had the right to say what I felt. When he said, if you could have choose what you could say to your boss, what would you say? And I was like, I can't say anything. That's my boss. Like, I can't say nothing to my boss. And that's when I first realized that I had the right to say how I felt. I had the right to be me, to say how I felt, and I didn't have to be used. And it stemmed it from the part that I felt that I couldn't speak up to authority. I couldn't say nothing to authority. I couldn't, or because I never grew up being able to say how I felt. I never grew up being able to be listened to. So I didn't think it mattered anyway. I felt that even if I say something, nothing would change. Until I changed what I thought, nothing was going to get better. So the technique I'm going to leave y'all with today, y'all probably heard about it before, is affirmations. Affirmations is changing the way you think about yourself. Don't associate yourself about who you are, what you do, ability, circumstances, but who you want to be. So instead of saying, I'm a mother, I could say something, I have 3 children. Instead of saying, I'm a people pleaser, I like to do good things for people. Don't associate yourself with anything, so that way you can learn to be distant. And tomorrow I want to talk to you about a vision. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the part of the ideal self, how to get closer to that ideal self, the vision of getting there. We're gonna do a technique of how to make your vision possible. I hope to see you soon.